Hey, this is Rob for Radio Free Cybertron, and I'm back with the last installment of the Devastator Walmart Legends class Devastator uh, review mini-series here. Um, right now I've got all the individual forms in their shapes that they would be in to form Devastator, and I'm going to put Devastator here in just a second. I just wanted to kind of draw them out a little. They're not that hard to get into position to form Devastator either, which is a nice surprise because a lot of times combiners, combining them from their individual forms into the main form is the biggest headache of all. Not so much with these guys. Hightower here, there is not much difference in his arm mode and his vehicle mode. You pretty much fold out the cockpit here to make a hand and kind of fold the crane out of the way, and that's it. Scrapper, he pretty much stays in vehicle mode. You just kind of separate his bucket there to make a little arm. Everybody else is pretty easy. Overload here almost kind of looks like he's in a battle station mode in his combined form. I mean, literally, put some guns on that and you've got a base. Long Haul and Rampage make the legs. And it's pretty standard affair. I mean, they're both pretty. This is a pretty easy transformation. Scrapper here, you almost transform him into robot mode, and he forms this thing. And of course, Mixmaster, you just kind of unfold the cab and pull the head out. One thing I'd like to note about the head, and I don't know how well it's going to pick up, looks like not at all. That green's not paint. That's a separate piece of plastic in there that, if you look close enough, almost looks like a little skull or something, making Devastator's face almost look like a mask he's wearing. Now, we know that's not really the case, but it's still a nice touch for this toy. Well, I'm going to transform Devastator here. Okay. Well, here he is assembled into Devastator. As you can see, he's pretty good, pretty solid. He's a little tricky to assemble. Not really. It was pretty easy, except for actually Overload and Demolisher. The way they fit together, you have to do it just right, and you can do it wrong really easily. Aside from that, it's pretty good. The legs lock in via little pegs, and same with the arms. And they all pretty much connect pretty solid, and you know what? He's pretty sturdy. A lot more sturdier than most modern combiners, or hey, even classic combiners. I know he's a lot sturdier than my G1 Devastator, who I have around here downstairs in a box, and I wasn't willing to dig out for comparison. But he's pretty sturdy. Not really articulated. At most, you can move his arms a little forward and back, and that's pretty much it. But that's about all you can really expect from a combiner of this size. True, the Micromaster combiners were more articulated, and they were also taller. But to be fair, those same combiners had a exoskeleton piece that they locked into to combine with. This doesn't. There's no torso piece for everything to attach to. This is just each piece locking in together and forming its own toy, which makes it, to me, that's a fair comparison to why it's not as articulated or as large as the Micromaster combiners. I'm sure people won't see it the same way, but whatever. For size comparison, because he is kind of small, that was no biggie for me, but I know for some people it was. Here's Freeway Jazz from Animated. I'm going to stack these two next to each other. As you can see, he's roughly about the size of a deluxe toy. I was originally saying, when I first got him and kept him in box, that he was about the size of a Mega Toy from Beast Wars or Beast Machines, which I'm still kind of saying he would fall into that size class due to his girth here. Most of those Mega Toys were about the size of a deluxe, but they tended to be a little bit more to them than a deluxe. But as you see, he is a small toy. But he's also a Legends combiner, so if you were expecting something the size of a Voyager or the size of a traditional combiner, you're going to be let down. And really, you should keep that in mind, that this is made up of tiny little toys. He's not going to be huge. So, if the size thing is going to turn you off, then don't bother, because you're not going to be happy. I very much like this toy. I'm very happy I have it. I'm very proud to own this toy. Something about it's very exciting for me to have. Um, the Japanese incarnation's been out for a few months prior. I didn't want the Supreme Devastator, the big one that costs about $100, mainly because the individual vehicles don't turn into robots. They're just vehicles that form together when you build Devastator. I wouldn't mind getting one on clearance at a good price, but right now at his current price, I'm not interested in that big old thing. This guy, I am very happy with. He's traditional, being that each individual robot has a transformation all their own. They turn into individual robots and still combine into Devastator. Now, there's a G1 decoed version of Devastator. I don't know if it's going to come to America or not. It's available in Japan. And oddly enough, it's in the same box type gift set as this guy is. The Japanese release of this Devastator came in individual parts where you would have to buy each individual toy to build Devastator, while the American one was, of course, in a gift set. The G1 version in Japan comes in the exact same box and everything as this guy. Of course, it's mostly green with purple and stuff to be a homage or homage, however you say it, to the classic Devastator. And you know, it looks pretty good, but I don't think I want it. I think I'm very happy with this version of Legends Devastator, and I'm so happy to own it. I'm so grateful toward my girlfriend for buying this to me. I'm gonna like give her an extra kiss on the forehead or something for this toy. This is just a great figure, and I love it so much. Well, can I recommend it? Yes, I can recommend it. Is he pricey? Yeah. He ranges from $32 to $25 depending on which area you buy him at. So he's a little pricey, but at the same time, that's as much as a Human Alliance toy, which I actually need to get Barricade thinking of. But he's a little pricey. He's not cheap, but at the same time, if you buy 7 Legends, it's going to rack up to about the same price as buying Devastator's gift set here. He's only available at Walmart, which isn't really a bummer because Walmart tends to go overboard with stocking their exclusives. There'll be a ton of them for some time now. I'm really happy with this Devastator. I know when we were recording the show, JD was happy with his. Some people haven't been happy with theirs for whatever reason, and I just can't agree with their reasons. I like this toy. A lot of people's downsides were the size, lack of articulation, and the price, and then a lot of people are just ragging on it, saying it's a piece of crap. Well, you know what? If you know you're getting Revenge of the Fallen Devastator toy, you already know what he's going to look like, and he looks like him. Really, if you want this toy, get him. If you don't want this toy, don't bother. If you like Legends, get him, because this is like the shining moment of Legends class toys. If you like combiners, this is a great combiner. Once again, it's not for everybody. You don't like the movie aesthetic. You don't like the Legends. You don't like Devastator from the movies. Whatever reason you wouldn't like it, you're not going to like them now. But as far as me goes, I love this toy, and I'm very happy to own it, and I'm going to recommend to buy it. If you want this toy, go get him. You're going to be happy. Well, this is Rob for Radio Free Cybertron. Thanks for watching this big multi-part review here. I couldn't really think of a better way to review Devastator here other than the way I did it. And probably after I get done, I'll figure out a better way. But anyway, that's my review of Devastator, and I'm happy with it. Well, this is Rob from Radio Free Cybertron. You can check us out online at www.tfradio.net or tfvideo.net for our YouTube channel, which you're probably watching now. You can check out all of our shows and showtimes at tfradio.net. And thanks for watching. Bye.